I won't name the bank, I won't name the
Mhm.
person,
Mhm.
but I'm going to go through their day. Some of your audience may nod for some of it. You may nod for some of it. I hope not all of it, because it's a very bad example of what not to do.
Right.
So our New York investment banker wakes up early. They press snooze 5 times. They're now running late. They didn't have a chance to grab anything to eat or drink. They're very stressed getting out the door. They've got a very important meeting they need to get into. So they jump on the subway in New York, really cramped, crammed, near everyone. There's now a delay. There's no reason for the delay. Nothing announced. They can't get a signal on their phone. They're now running late for the meeting. They sprint into the office, really stressed out. Too late for the meeting, couldn't join it. Had to send apologies, sending text messages, emails, that sort of thing. Now, they've gone through their blood plasma cortisol already being higher.
Mhm.
They've sent it much higher through their behavior.
Mhm.
Now there's a big morning dip. So they head to Starbucks and they get a big coffee, a chai, mocha, latte, sugar, syrup, sweetener, everything put in, because they haven't had any proper calories yet. Now they have this high sugar, high fat, high caffeine, sending it up again.
Mhm.
They don't have a proper lunch because they had to catch up on the work, the meeting. Now they're doing the notes behind it. That happens with their blood plasma cortisol level over lunchtime. They haven't had any food, and now that big dip happens. So their afternoon dip is more severe than others because they've sent it
Up and down a lot.
up and down a lot more. They're irritable. They're hard to be around. Not the nicest. Quite snappy with people. They go back to Starbucks again. A really big one this time, with a cake, a biscuit, chocolate, that thing with it, because they need a coffee. They need sugar. They need a pick me up. They do all that. They're getting towards the end of their workday. Sent the stress cortisol through the roof. It's starting to come down again. They're on the subway home. They can't be bothered to cook. They get an Uber Eats, but like Korean, I guess, and they order a Papa John's big pizza with extra cookie dough, with the full sugar Coke, because they just haven't had any food. They gouge on it when they get in. They have all that food. They send that happening again, but then they got to get ready for bed, and they frantically do emails before bed. The cortisol is staying high. Usually, it would have had its last peak around 6 p.m. There's a bit of a body temperature increase as humans. That would be thousands of years ago protecting the camp from predators. We have it naturally built into us. In the modern day, you don't have Papa John's, stress, work, all of that before bed. You're not protecting the camp. Your body's accelerating a lot. Now, this person, this investment banker in America, their blood plasma cortisol level is sitting higher than it should do before bed. So when their head hits the pillow, they are physically exhausted, but mentally wired.
Mhm.
Everything's going. Every thought they could think of is coming to their head. So they struggle to get to sleep. They're in bed, head on the pillow, well over an hour. And then the next day, they wake up, they press snooze, they're late for work, they get the chai mocha latte, they're late for things, the stress increases, and the cycle continues. That whole example I've given you is extreme, but there'll be points in that day you'll think about and you go, I remember doing that.